Today I'm going to be playing EU5 as the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, a large and seemingly powerful nation located in the eastern half of Europe that starts off allied with a pretty powerful Poland and with a bunch of subjects. You might think all of those things make them an absolute behemoth and ready to become the dominant nation in this region, just where we find them at the start of EU4. However, that's where you'd be wrong, because Lithuania not only starts off with probably the worst government reform I've ever found in the entirety of EU5, but because we're pagan, because we're the religion of Romuva, a European folk religion, we start off already at war with the Teutonic Order, the Livonian Order, and all of their subjects in the Baltic Crusade. Lithuania, at the start of the game, has literally nothing going for it. So let's jump in as the Grand Duchy of Lithuania and see if we can crush the Baltic Crusaders and become a world power. Alright, here we are as the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, ladies and gentlemen. Like I just said in the intro, man, already starting off at war with the Baltic Crusaders right here. We're fighting the Teutons, and all of these guys right here, all of them are the Teutons as subjects. So, yeah, we don't start off in a very advantageous position. Levies are already raised. We've got about, 6,000 of these guys up. We do have quite a few subjects, like I said in the intro. They're all loyal for now, and they've got their troops up. And these guys, man, there's... oh, why do they have so many forts? How am I meant to siege all of this? Jesus, oh my god. Well, we'll have to figure out a way to fight these guys. Speaking of the worst tier 1 government reform I've ever seen in the game, we start off with the patrimonialism, which gives us -1 cabinet seats. That's right, Lithuania is the only country in EU5 that I found that has 1 cabinet slot. At least the estates are weak, but it also makes them unhappy and we don't get taxed. It's basically like this guy's the main boss, frick everyone around him. All right, let me see what the setup is. Why did I start playing these guys? All right, so the first thing we want to do is obviously tick off some of these right here. Unmarried children, rivals, children can have better education. We can add another government reform right here. I don't know how we can get rid of patrimonialism, but this is something we definitely need. So I'm going to pick up... do we go autocracy or diplomatic traditions? We do have a lot of subjects. Let's go autocracy. Then we can go ahead and do some law. So law of language. Peasant, cultural tradition, cultural influence, court language is actually what we want to go with right here. Then let's pick up anti-piracy. That's the only thing we can do. Let's do trade range right here, protected trade route. So many laws we can do, and we're gonna allow slave religion. Something else we can do is select a religious aspect right here. That's what you can do with Romuva. And the one I'm actually gonna go with is worship the fire deity as our patron god for army morale. That's definitely gonna help out in this war. Next, let's also instantly start researching. We're pretty far off from institutions, so I'm going to go with Diplo capacity and then move down here. There's actually very few things we can research as Lithuania right here, which kind of sucks to be honest. And oh, we can call in Poland. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Poland's been dragged into the war now. Let's see the markets right here is something I'm interested in. Oh, the Riga market is one of our main ones, and we're actually already fighting Riga? Okay, the main goal in this war, if it is winnable, I don't know if it's winnable, is actually going to be to take the province of Riga itself so we can take over the market capital over here. Alright, granted out some more privileges, which made the nobles super mad, so in events we'll do everything for the nobles. Let's get some marriages in and then start fighting this war. Okay, so started this war, stood on Riga. Poland actually seems to be doing a pretty good job in the Teutons. This is what the religious map mode looks like, by the way. This is the primary, little region where Romuvan, our religion, is active, and I think for this playthrough, man, we gotta stay Romuvan, right? So, there's quite a lot of Romuvan land in the Teutons as well. We'll deal with this. I mean, let's get through this war and see what actually can be taken. Riga is #1 priority, and yeah, man, but with 1 government slot, dude, it's gonna be really heavy reliance on vassals. There's like nothing we can actually core ourselves. Yeah, this region is fairly dense as well. This is how big Lithuania, is in freaking EU4 in just 100 years. So how does Lithuania go from owning this to all of this and being Catholic in just 100 years? Hold it right there. Are you enjoying seeing me beat the Crusaders' ass as pagan Lithuania? If you are, why not leave a like? It lets me know that you support pagan Lithuania in their fight versus the Crusaders, and that you actually like this video. Obviously, subscribe too, man, if you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to stay up to date on when they drop. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on what's coming up next. So, yeah, like and subscribe. You know the drill. I guess it's time to find out, except we're gonna stay moving. There's also so many different, like, cultures in this region, so many different religions. Like, we're on the border of Catholic, Romuvan, and Orthodox, right? So we're gonna try and be spiritualist and convert these, but, you know, as for the cultures, man, how many do we start accepted? That's our main one. This one is tolerated. This one is tolerated. Yeah, most of the ones around us are already tolerated, and we're already actually over. God damn. Yeah, this is tough. Okay, so we've actually won the war. We've pushed back the Teutons, the first crusade. If these guys try and do a second one, I'm gonna kick their ass again. If this is actually the peace deal, I don't know if this is like the most optimal thing to take in this first war, but I mean, it seems like it is, right? We take over the market capital of Riga, which is going to put us in a dominant position regarding trade over here. So it is quite a lot of aggressive expansion. I'm taking the entirety of South Livonia and Semigalia right here, which isn't that necessary, but, you know, I still want to do it. So we're also going to get war reps and take all of their money, and that's the peace deal done. Okay, Lithuania didn't take that in these crusades. In fact, it didn't take anything from these guys, but it sure took a lot from these guys down south, so let's see how we can do that. Let's improve relations with, like, countries that are mad at us, with our subjects and stuff. We're tight with Poland, we're chilling. Let's see what can be done about these guys, which a lot of them should be under the Tatar yoke. I guess they're not, are they? No, they're not. Oh, wait, now we can change it. What the hell? We couldn't change it at the start. It's only 20 stab, too. We can only have one major reform at a time. Okay, that's a major reform. We can swap it with... Well, we can swap it with any one of these. So there's this right here, which seems kind of unique-ish, but I don't like it. This one we don't need. These two are... We get more later on, of course, but we can totally swap to, like diplomatic traditions, for example. It is only 20 stability, dude. It's only 20 stability. Huh. Do we wait for the Black Death or swap it now? We're at 26. Let's change it now, dude. I had no idea you could remove this, because, you know, you guys saw that we couldn't do it when we started up the game. Okay, let's wait for this to end in just like a day. There we go. My guys like us. Now we can change it. I feel like this is a little bit too annoying for you to be able to change it this easily, but hey, if we can do it, let's go with diplomatic traditions. This is going to be very good for expansion and the subjects. Nice. Once that one's passed, we'll get a second seat. Our starting... Oh, actually, we get it instantly. Our starting ruler did die, though. And we got this one. I wonder if it's related to the starting ruler or not. Ah, Poland ditched me. Does that bug still exist? Succession crisis? Why? Okay, we'll get stabbed back in no time. No biggie. You know, the thing when you're at risk of a coalition, you lose the allies. I can't believe it's still here. We'll probably be able to link back up with them, but even if we don't, it's not like we need allies now. There we go, 2.5 stab from an event, which is lovely. I feel like the economy isn't as bad as I thought it'd be, man. Yeah, economy is actually okay. Well, this is horrible. Pretend to play along. Okay, so this is relating to Catholicism, so this is like, we're seriously thinking about becoming Catholic. This one is no way in hell we're becoming Catholic, and this one, we pretend to play along for now. So... we definitely... Oh, shoot, that's actually dope. What the hell? Volhynia and, well, Galicia, really. Helik? I keep forgetting how you say this, but it's basically Galicia. So we can try and claim the throne on... Oh, right, they're in the yoke, aren't they? Oh, yeah, they are. God damn it. Well, it's valid for 20 years, so obviously we'll take it. And on this one, we want to stay removing for this playthrough. However, we can't really get... We can't get the PUs and stuff like that if we're removing. Yeah, I'll pretend to play along for now. God damn it, we pissed off the nobles way too much. I actually can't get them to back down, even though they have become loyal. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, well, let's delete the forts, at least. I don't want to have to siege down their forts. Where are they gonna pop from? Okay, the locations. Yeah, they don't got forts. Okay, we're gonna do a little noble civil war right here. It's gonna be quick in and out. Alright, these guys popped. I'm about to beat their ass, but for the Age of Renaissance with our bonus tree, I think I'm gonna go Diplo focus because we got quite a lot of subjects. I'm so glad they made province capitals easier to see, man. Yeah, in some of the previous patches, it was quite tough to notice what we actually need to siege, so we don't need to walk around province to province, you know? Alright, so getting those nobles out of the way, we need to take a look at what else are we gonna do right here. Now, I am considering, you know, obviously everyone around us. However, I wonder if we wait until the Black Death passes and just stabilize until then, because a lot of these guys, man, especially the guys down south, are still under the Tatar yoke, whereas these other Russian minor guys, they're all like linked up with each other, right? And it's not like we can't beat them with our subjects, but there's definitely quite a few options. There's definitely quite a few options that we can do. We could also, once again, do, you know, the Teutons and their boys, so I think I'm gonna continue to chill for a little bit more, you know, not really work on the economy, because even though we're auto-constructing stuff here, people will die after the Black Death, so yeah, let's wait more. There it is, the Black Death has spawned. You know, historically, this region got hit less than the other guys. I wonder if that's how it works in EU4. You know, Riga's fairly close to actually these markets, so probably not how it's gonna work now. Oh, we got some unique stuff here for Lithuania. Nobles levy size, army tradition. I mean, hell yeah, let's do these. Black Death is here. I am gonna move court into hiding, and then we're also gonna present scapegoats, building a hospital in Vilnius. Oh, so much for this region not getting hit. We got hit first. What the hell? All right, I actually forgot to pass some laws at the start, so we got another parliament. Let's see what we can do. There's actually quite a few laws we need to change. First thing I'm gonna do is swap distribution of power to favor the ruler. Got more support. Then I'm gonna swap feudal de jure law to by blood instead of by tradition. And that's about all we can do. Yeah, even if we do these, it doesn't matter. Wow, damn, this is a really good one too. So we can give this to... we unlock it. For which? For the nobles, integrated Ruthenian laws, efficiency and legislative efficiency. I mean, we just unlock it, we don't take it. It would be cool to have, right? Yeah. And nice, Golden Horde is blowing up a little bit. I wonder... Nah, they always help. Alright, Black Death has ended. Let's, you know, we'll examine the situation. Well, actually, wait, we're different religions, so we can build spy networks. Yeah, let me see who we can find. Alright, so I've been chilling a little bit, acquired a CB on Mstislav right here, who's actually a subject of Smolensk. I feel like this is a pretty good war to get into, man. We can steal these guys as a vassal, obviously with only 2 slots and both spending on still on integrating, and this being that far away from our capital, it's better that we have a subject there. So we'll take these guys as a subject and we'll see what we do with Smolensk. So, yeah, let's go ahead and select religious war right there, and there's our declaration. Okay. Oh, this is a dope as hell event. The city rights of Vilnius, so our capital. It does start off as a town, by the way, along with Trakai and Kaunas right here, and 2 other ones. We got a Minsk and Gardinas. We can upgrade it to a city for just 200 ducats. That's awesome. That's awesome. Nice. Nice. That's very good. Got another city here, though. Smolensk is a city. Alright, that was an ass-kicking and a half right there. So I'm going to take Mstislav as a vassal. And then... wait, we can do Smolensk as a... wait, we can't, can we? No, we can't. Okay, so Mstislav as a vassal. And then do I take Roslavel and Smolensk? You know, the provinces themselves like this. And where is Roslavel? How much is that? A lot of these Russian guys are actually going to be super mad at that. So I'm not going to do that. Let's not be too greedy. I'm also going to take war reps and all of their money. They don't got slaves. Let's, can we humiliate them for some PP maybe? Humiliate, yeah, they'll accept that. Do we force them to be removed? Oh, we can't. We don't have enough war score. And we can get these tiny guys as a vassal too, which we actually don't care about. Okay, that's the peace deal. Not too much regressive expansion, and we'll acquire another vassal. As some of you may see, I have been integrating Polotsk right here just because they're fairly close to the capital. I'll probably do them, then Novogrudok right here, but antagonism, not bad at all. Oh, that's Poland. Poland's fighting the Teutons. They have been weakened. Oh, wait, are these guys not their subject anymore? What the hell? Gallia? They are. Yeah, we should probably look into expanding more along the Baltic here. We might build up a navy as well so we can project maritime presence too. Poland's already on it. So why don't I get on it as well? They're different religion too, so let's already spy on them. So now somehow Hungary's getting involved in this? Why would Hungary come in? Yeah, what the hell kind of relations does Hungary have? Oh, okay. Okay, I see it now. That's not very good for Poland. Okay, so looking at the institutions map right here, a lot of them are already present in Prague. I am trading with Prague, so is it increasing? Yeah, it is growing actually in Riga. We already got a professional armies, banking, and Renaissance spreading. Okay, so not that bad. Obviously, we'll be like way behind any of these guys, but the guys we're fighting are also behind, so it's not like, you know, we're gonna fight Milan and they're gonna roll us or something. I got a CB on the Teutons, but their alliance with Hungary is, yeah, is definitely blocking me off, man. Oh, these guys are no longer right? Let's see. Yeah. Galicia and Volhynia aren't in the Tatar yoke anymore. Now, they have acquired themselves other allies, like Bulgaria and Serbia down here, but it's going to be so long before those guys come in. Yeah, and it's pretty similar for both of them. We don't got that claim throne CB anymore, but we could definitely do religious war. Yeah, I actually like that quite a lot. I think we're gonna fight Volhynia next. Oh, look at this! Hell yeah, dude. So, this happened to me actually once before. I'm gonna explain what's happening right now. So we got, some sort of, rebels. It's the, yeah, South Livonian rebels. Now, because these guys are that culture or whatever, or, you know, the culture group, all of these guys right here have elected to support them. That means I'm fighting all of these Teuton subjects, right? Yeah, all the Teuton subjects without actually fighting the Teutons, and by extension, Hungary as well. This happened to me when I was playing Biz and I got Albanian separatists right here. So Albania chose to support them, and that means I could fight Albania without fighting Naples. So this is actually a mechanic I really like, because usually it lets you beat up a subject of a subject. That's the 2 times it's happened to me, it's been subjects supporting guys, so perfect. Now we've just ended up fighting the Livonia, Dorpat, Riga, and Latgalia without fighting the Teutons in Hungary. This is excellent. I absolutely love this. Let's raise all of the levies and go in. It feels so good. Alright, that means Volhynia is gonna have to wait up a little bit, but no problem, no problem. Antagonism ain't half bad. Ain't half bad at all. Alright, so we've absolutely rolled everyone here. We can do Annex Revolter, right? Cool. That's like no aggressive expansion at all. However, what if we full annex the Livonian Order? Does that make Dorpat, Riga, Letoniae, and Latgalia our subjects? It is quite a lot of aggressive expansion. Obviously, the Livonian Order won't exist here, but some of these other guys will be mad. These guys won't exist. The Hanseatic League isn't really a country, and then these guys are my subjects. You know what? Frick it, man. This is what being pagan Lithuania is all about, yo. So there we go. There's a full annex on the Livonian Order without fighting the Teutons. And, oh look, would you look at that? 3 extra vassals? What? Hell yeah, dude, that's what's up. I'm actually really liking this, man. The only thing that sucks is we're still a duchy. How can we bump up to a kingdom? More people, and then it's more people, and then it's prestige. All right, I guess we need more people. All right, but I like that quite a lot, man. Quite a lot of subjects, obviously. Luckily, none of them are disloyal, which is perfect. And we still got Diplo capacity. That's lovely. These guys are going to be giving us lots of money. I've already researched a lot of, you know, subjects giving money stuff right here, which is, wait, right there. Wait, where's income? Wasn't income here as well? Or was that a different one? Ah, there it is. Okay. Also, need more boat. So let's build up wharfs, man. I think the only place we can build it in is, actually, let's see. Okay, there's 2 places we can build wharfs, right? Hey, if you want to play Pagan Lithuania for yourself but don't have Europa Universalis 5 just yet, why not click the link in the description or in the pinned comment, or use code TheRedHawk at checkout on Paradox's website. It might be cheaper for you to get EU5 from there rather than from Steam, depending on where you're from. And of course, I get a little bit of a cut of that, and it helps support the channel massively. So thank you. Now let's get back to Pagan Lithuania. Oh, there already are wharfs. Okay, let's build some transports, man, because I'm gonna need to move guys to these islands, you know, to save them from rebellions. Now, granted, there is quite a lot that we need to integrate, and I'd rather do it myself instead of pop out more vassals, but then again... Rotalia. No, I'd actually rather keep coastline. Yeah, I'd rather keep coastline. Alright, so look at this. Grand Duke, whatever his name is Christianization. I think this may be the last, alright, we're being nice, guys. Become Catholic before we kick your ass type of deal. So, the time has come. We lose a bunch of legitimacy and stability, and we become Catholic, and we gain access to the Promote Catholicism action where we convert real quick, or it was all a facade. We were faking it, bro. We were never gonna become Catholic. This will, not may, this will severely upset neighbor Catholic countries and the Pope, and may even trigger wars against us. Who's the neighboring Catholic countries, though? Who's the neighboring Catholic countries? Poland, the Teutons, this is all mine. Yeah, pretty much Poland and the Teutons. How much levies can these guys pull out? 15k. That's more than me. That is more than me. Poland is fairly strong. Who are actually their allies? Oh, Austria, goddamn. They bring in Austria. If I declare on them, if they declare on me, I don't know. Teutons brings in Hungary and Salzburg. They already got troops up because they're at war, probably. I don't know if I can really beat these guys. But obviously, hey, I mean, you guys have seen the title of the video. Can we push back the Catholic Crusaders? We're staying removing, man. Catholic Lithuania, I think, is another playthrough, and I think both ways are going to be really fun. But this one, we're staying removing. Okay, let's see if anyone actually tries to pull something here. Obviously, no way in hell anyone wants to ally me. You know, money-wise, we're actually really good. It's just that our levies are so small, man. If we get professional armies, we're going to become way more powerful. It's already spread a decent amount for what we're doing and where we are, so... Yeah, if we can pull out the professional armies, we're going to roll everyone. If not, we're kind of in danger. We're kind of in danger. Oh, hell no, bro. What the hell? Okay, Poland's declared on us. Oh my god, they brought in Austria. Frick my life. What is this, a crusade? It is. Holy shit. I didn't think these things actually happen. You know, with how non-scripted EU5 is and how non-railroady it is, you really don't expect these kinds of things. Frick my life. Yeah, they can get 15,000 levies. They can get 15,000 levies. That's the thing. I can't. In fact, I can only get 4,000. God damn it. God damn it. Mercs? Are we rich enough for mercs? Oh, mercs are just so expensive. Alright, so I have actually hired Captain Raoul de Co to come in. He's gonna bring in about, I don't know, like 12 units. Most of them footmen, the rest archers. I do got the peasant levy already unlocked, so I'm pulling out my levies as well. I've set my subjects to supportive. The war goal is to take Kaunas. Okay, Kaunas is fairly defensible. Fairly defensible, even though garrison is up. So we could defend Kaunas. The main thing is gonna come down from battles here. Okay, we won one crusade. You know, the one we start in. We're gonna call this one a crusade as well. So this is the third one and our biggest one so far. Alright, it could all come down to this. Alright, I know I usually don't show wars because it's honestly kind of boring, but this one I think I will be showing quite a lot of, boys, because it's the whole point of the video, isn't it? Okay, mercs are here. Now, I very rarely play with mercenaries, usually because you don't need it at all, right? But they are really, or at least the last time I played as them, which was a very long time ago, not as them, with mercs in my wars, they were super powerful. Like, they were destroying the levies just like professional troops would. Let's see if it's gonna be the same deal now. Alright, we need to be careful here. I've set my subjects on siege, but they're popping in. We really need to be careful in battles. I need to try and find small stacks. They do outnumber me by quite a lot. Austria actually is bringing in a lot of troops along with their subjects. If it was just Poland, we could do this easily, but I'm worried about Austria, that's the thing. Ah, frick. I didn't see them in the fog of war, god damn it. And there's Austria coming in too. I'm gonna slow this down to speed 4 for you guys so we can see it. Mercs are doing very heavy damage, but there we go. It was just the early phase. God damn, 17% war score, frick my life. See, it's all about catching them split, man. It's all about catching them split. It's gonna be very tough, but we gotta try. This is just the cost of staying removing. This is just the cost of staying removing. Already negative 41% war score, man. Yeah, they got more than me. That's the problem. They literally just have more troops than me. Yeah. I am getting rolled real hard, but I've just knocked Austria out. This doesn't really turn the tide because I am quite heavily sieged by Poland here. But with Austria being up, maybe we can do something. I have 25 guys. It's just, yeah, it's just 25 dudes just chilling. The thing is, what? Oh, come on, man. God damn it. The thing is, my subjects aren't behaving like I expect them to, you know? Finally a little luck. We're absolutely struggling, man. We're not achieving anything, but finally a little luck because Poland decided to split this 6k in 2. Well, actually, they only got like 5k, but they split them in 2. We beat them once over here. Actually, they've gotten them back together now. I pulled out another merc company. We're like, still not losing money, but we're very heavily in debt. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try and keep going, man. I'm gonna try and keep going. Yeah, look, I don't even got a guy to help me integrate Courland. Gotta be very careful here. I think we can at least white piece him. At least I got hope. I don't know. We'll see. We do need to unsiege a lot of things, though. It thinks I can beat them here. Can I beat them here? I can? Oh, wait, what the hell happened? Did they reinforce from somewhere? I am beating them. I think it's the mercs making the difference. Okay, that was a lot of war score. What the hell? I sieged down Warsaw in like a day, dude, and I beat their ass there. Was there literally no garrison there? Do they have no okay, they've deleted a bunch of forts. They got a garrison. Warsaw isn't their capital, though. It's Krakow, obviously. Okay, that helps me a little bit. I don't know how I beat them. White peace imminent. So this war has been going on for a very long time, man. It's, right, you can't tell when the war started, which is absolutely lovely. But, yeah, if we, with no contest over the war goal, there may be a white peace signed after 725 days. I've managed to push them back a little bit. Wait, no, frick no, I don't want to do that. They are willing to accept a white peace, and I'm gonna send it to them. God damn, bro. God damn, that drained us. Okay, it wasn't a loss. We didn't lose the crusade, but we didn't win it either. Okay, in 2 proper crusades that have happened against us, both have been declared on us. One of them we won, and one of them was just a white peace. Okay, I'm feeling fairly good about that, except we are now poorer. Did I ever own this? I don't think I ever owned it, did I? Okay, well, back to where we were. God damn it. Well, finally paid off all the loans and doing a little bit of construction now. Dude, are we powerful enough to now fight someone? Nah, we're locked in by alliances, man. There's no easy wars, we just need to grow more powerful. Alright, so I've been chilling for a bit. I got a CB on Smolensk. They're once again actually the only nation we can easily fight, but also Volhynia down here because Poland just got into a scuffle with them and made them break a bunch of alliances with the Balkan guys. So it's just Volhynia, Galicia, and Chernihiv right here, so we can go in on them as well. But first, let's fight Smolensk and see what we can actually do with them, man. Okay, so it's not possible for these guys to become our vassal. In that case, we need to take stuff. All right, going for this, let's take war reps and all of their money. Cool, we're done. We will... Wait, which one are we in? All right, we're not in any of them. We're removed. I thought we were Orthodox. Yes. Yes. All right, got a CB on Volhynia as well. Popped out a couple of subjects over here because that is obviously the optimal way to manage our land as Lithuania right here. Increasing control, building lots of stuff. Economy is actually surprisingly good, man. Even though control up here is very low, we'll get that sorted. But let's go ahead and hit a Volhynia right here. Religious war. I'm probably going to make them a subjects because they have quite a lot of cores in Poland over here and in Kiev over here that we can reconquer. Probably just going to take money and war reps from Galicia and Chernihiv. And we're done. Let's see if this is possible. Yeah, we can't vassalize them. Damn it. We can, however, full annex them and then pop them out. It's actually not that bad. That's what I'm gonna do. So there's a full annex on Volhynia. Now, I think their cores disappear if they stop existing. So let's create the historical subject of Volhynia. Yeah, that's gonna be their cores, isn't it? Vassal, obviously. Cool. Annexed Polotsk, finally. Ooh, what is this? The Supreme Dukes Lithuaniae. Now, this guy, I think he's a regent or something. I guess he's not a regent, but whatever. So, let us style ourselves accordingly. What happens? A Supreme Dukedom. Govern form. Culture's capacity, good. Monthly prestige, good. Progress to decentralization, not good. But hell yeah, I'll take it, bruh. Okay, do we get a third one? Oh, we just unlock it. Okay, so this is kinda, I guess, when you're meant to swap out of that horrible starting one, but we'll do it whenever we unlock a third one. It's really nothing priority-like. All right, I've acquired a CB on Galicia. They're only allied to Chernihiv right here. Let's go in. Oh, finally, professional armies. Hell yeah. Oh, interesting. The enemy's tongue. So we can promote official use of our native tongue. Baltic, Lithuanian dialect, by the way, becomes our new court language. We gain prestige, innovative. Subjects may choose to follow it. Our use of Belarusian predates this petty squabble. What the hell do we use now? How can we see court language or whatever? Common language is Baltic. What about court language? Court language, there it is. Can we move this? We use Ruthenian. Interesting. How does this do anything? Language power. Frick it. There we go. We sought to Baltic. It sucks, but we cool. You know, I can't say I've looked at this map too much. All these guys use German. The bishoprics use Latin, Gallo-Italic, Italian, French. France likes to force people to use French as well. Wait, who the hell is that? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use Baltic. Lithuanian, by the way. Wait, Serbia and Wallachia are in? What the hell? Why? Holy shit, a full annex is possible. Everyone's gonna rage. Well, actually, not many people are gonna rage. That's exactly... Wait, no, that's not a full annex, though. That and that is a full annex. And that's also possible. More people are gonna rage, but who gives a frick, brah? We're the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. Hungary's beating their ass so we can white peace them. Alright, there we go. Cool. Let's select up everything, and that is a full annex on Galicia, and we can take all of their money. I love being a warmonger. Who cares, bro? Who cares at this point? Hell yeah, look at how big we are, man. Still only the 78th most powerful country in the world. You know, I get how this whole thing works. I get how it works, the great power score, but I think way too much weight. Or, I don't know. I don't know if country rank... I don't know if I agree with it being that powerful, dude. Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? But... Whoa! Okay, so I really haven't been doing anything. I released a couple of guys down here just so it's easier to, you know, instead of, instead of Galicia chilling, manually converting provinces to Romuvan, so we're reverse crusading them. And I get hit with the coalition. I did have a coalition going. This is the coalition. It's Kiev, it's Novosil, and Bulgaria. Now, I did just force a Vitebsk right here to be Romuvan, so that's why they're disloyal, but everyone else is loyal. Okay, Kiev, fort spam. Bulgaria far away, but no forts. And then these guys are like... Why do they think they can beat me? I don't think they can beat me. Cool to see the AI being aggro, though. Oh, that's a pretty easy victory. I'm gonna make them give some cores back to Volhynia. 4 reps. Are they willing to give that? They aren't. Okay, let's take a little bit of money then. Okay. Pretty decisively dealt with that coalition. And it's still only the same guys that are mad. Annexed a couple of more subjects, these tiny guys here, and then whoever was here. Yeah. Alright, got the Renaissance finally, which is nice. We can research the most important things, which are the Gov reform and the cabinet seat and the crown power. Alright, we finally unlocked that additional government reform, which means, well, we don't want to get this one back, definitely. There is the Supreme Dukedom. Although at this point we do have Royal Decree, which is honestly better, and we get centralized instead, but... You know what? Hey, I think it's supposed to be a unique one, So we're gonna take it just because, you know, we're doing this little roleplay pagan Lithuania thing. Otherwise, yeah, royal decree is way better, man. There we go. I think you're really supposed to swap this one for the one I took away for stability at the start, but sitting that long with one cabinet slot? Hell nah, bro. And there we go. We've hit the age of discovery. Frickin', let's get, what you call it? Wait, I haven't embraced banking yet. Alright folks, now that we've chilled a little bit and become a little more technologically advanced and that we have a little bit of an actual standing army up, I think it is time to finally, you know, get revenge on the Baltic Crusaders. We did start off at war with them, and we did manage to push them back, got a little lucky, wiped everyone out from over here in that rebellion, and Novgorod pushed into here a little bit as well, as we can see, but the Teutons were always the main guy. They were always the one pushing the buttons, pulling the strings like Geppetto. And now it's time we finally show them who's boss. Not the Catholic Crusaders, but the Romuvan guys who were already here. That's right, I got a claim on them from the parliament, and I'm building up a little bit of a spy network, which will help with the sieges. If we want to go ahead and fight them, it's the Teutons. Budingen, who is their subject, Lorraine won't come in, and Magdeburg and Württemberg. These guys actually have quite a... Oh, wait, I was gonna say a sizable standing army, but that's not true. They're already at war with someone else. My guys, some of them have a little bit of a standing army as well, so, I mean, we're slightly stronger than them. We should beat them. The only thing is, they've got 1,000,000 forts. But either way, I think it's time, folks. So, there it is. Let's go ahead and select our CB. Let's go ahead and conquer Lithuania Minor. And there is our war declaration to finally destroy the Baltic Crusaders. Alright, this is who we're fighting. Alright, doing pretty good so far. Siege down a bunch of forts. I finally see their main stack here. Even with just 4 Ufniches, I think we're doing pretty good, man. I think sieges are pretty fast. While we're in this war, we got the recruitment thingy act. I'm gonna increase nobles levy size. Wow, this is actually a really good one. It's a unique Lithuanian one. I just noticed that +1 culture's capacity is actually insane for us. All right, because I'm so rich, I can actually kick out the allies very easily. I just knocked out Württemberg. We can do Magdeburg just by giving them a ton of money like that. You know, I was thinking we're gonna have a horrible time with the economy right at the start because that's how Lithuania is in EU4. It's super poor at the start, but actually, man, Lithuania, we haven't had any problems with money. I mean, we're making quite a lot of money. If you take a look at diplomacy right here, so much is coming in from the vassals. It's insane. Look at how much Lviv is giving me, dude. Obviously, the other things aren't to be knocked as well. Like, we're getting a lot from peasants' tax and stuff like that, but yeah, no, it's mainly diplomacy and peasant tax right here. Everything else is negligible. And also, I'm maxing stability. Like, why am I doing that? Because I wanted to do institutions, that's right. And I'm maxing diplo spending because we have so much subjects. Oh, we got a unique law. Nobles satisfaction, rebel growth. In what? In legal code. What's our legal code right now? Traditional law. Yeah, I did want to swap to civil law. I guess I forgot. But yeah, let's go with this. I mean, it's unique. Why not? Peace imminent? What the hell? How long am I doing these wars? I really have no sense of time since the game got faster. Everyone is disloyal. Why is everyone disloyal? And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're willing to accept. I'm going to be taking the provinces of Lithuania Minor, Lower Prussia, Masuria, and Varmia. And I'm going to take their money. And I can't force them to be Romuva, though, but that's okay. And that's our war, declared on the Teutonic Order, done. And if that's not defeating the Baltic Crusaders, I don't know what is, man. Romuvan, it has stayed alive, and officially, no one, whether they're Catholic or Orthodox, can threaten our sovereignty. Too bad we didn't get to upgrade to a kingdom, but hey, it has always been known as the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, hasn't it? And I think that's about all we have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think it's a Romuvan Lithuania, man. A playthrough I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I do suspect that Catholic is kind of the right way to play Lithuania, because as Catholic, you know, at the start, we can probably PU Volhynia and Galicia down here, get, you know, same dynasty with Poland and stuff like that, maybe do, you know, Lithuania, Poland and stuff like that, because it's possible, but Honestly, slightly easier and way richer than I thought it'd be. I mean, just dragging in Poland at the start with the Teutons and the Livonians, super, super simple, super easy. The only thing is, you know, we start off with all of these subjects and they're so slow to integrate, and then you want to get rid of that one cabinet slot, you know, government reform and stuff like that. And then these guys over here, the Tatar yoke and the Muscovy guys. So I didn't manage to reach 1444 Lithuania borders, but then again, we were focusing on different things, weren't we? And this, you know, is really what we ended up looking like. So expansion primarily focused in areas that Lithuania didn't expand in instead of where it did. So, you know, if we take away all of this and just pop it down here, you know, we're almost 1444 Lithuania size. Obviously, you know, we should have integrated all of our subjects and stuff like that. But yeah, honestly, a very fun playthrough, man. If we could be a kingdom, we'd be one of the greatest powers of the world, but we're stuck at 64th rank, obviously. Economic situation absolutely excellent. Control is looking pretty nice too. And yeah, these are the recently conquered lands, as you guys just saw, making a ton of money from vassals and of course from taxing the peasants and stuff like that. And yeah, we got declared on a couple of times. We declared wars more than a couple of times. I gotta say, man, removing Grand Duchy of Lithuania, kind of fun. Kind of fun, especially, you know, even if you hyper focus on actually converting these provinces instead of, you know, letting it tick up to removing slowly and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna come back to Lithuania, man. I definitely want to try out playing them as Catholic as well. Lots of unique stuff going for them, cool events, cool laws, cool government reforms. Even though they're bad, they're still cool, right? Because they're there. Cool unique advances and stuff like that. So yeah, very, very fun and honestly way richer than I thought we'd be. Obviously mainly down to the absolute frick ton of subjects that we have. But yeah, man, in a real playthrough, we continue doing this, push into the Russian guys over there, and, you know, just going off of regions, man, become the dominant power in the Baltic, Ruthenia, Russia, and the Pontic steppe over here. I think it would be super, super powerful, but that's probably more suited for Catholic Lithuania playthrough or Reform Lithuania, Poland too. Overall, man, a very, very fun run, but I think, yeah, that's all we have time for today. So yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Like I already said, it lets me know that you guys actually do enjoy these videos. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. More fun stuff like this coming in the next few days, weeks and months and stuff like that, so you don't want to miss out on any EU5 video. Obviously, you know, check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to get EU5 for yourself. It really helps support the channel. Or use code TheRedHawk in all caps on Paradox's website at checkout. But yeah, give the Grand Duchy of Lithuania a shot, man. I think lots of you guys watching this video will have fun. It's not as hard as I thought it'd be. If you've gotten a couple of games in, you'll have no problems playing Lithuania. But yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.